More peace in my nights, more ease in the hours between.
Me if you can hear me or not.
I choose to have more love that surrounds me,
Welcome,
love that
welcome,
lifts
welcome,
me,
welcome,
love that
welcome
flows
to the
endlessly through
Harmonic
me.
Crown
I
of the
choose to have
Multiverse.
more
We have a wonderful guest tonight.
abundance
Probably
in
my
my
sister.
body,
It is my
abundance
love,
in my
Terri
home,
Page.
abundance in every corner of my life. I choose to have more
Called
freedom,
her
freedom to move, freedom to dream, freedom to create the life I desire.
I choose to have more beauty.
We also have Le'Vell,
beauty in what I see,
Zimmerman,
beauty in what I feel, beauty in every simple moment. I choose to have more laughter.
All we are here
Laughter
to
that
do.
fills the air, that heals my heart, laughter that echoes into tomorrow.
I choose to have more miracles, miracles that meet me daily, miracles that surprise me gently, miracles that remind me I am guided. I choose to have more
than enough,
more than I once imagined,
more than I dared to dream.
and as I choose
The
more,
universe opens wider, pouring blessings into my hands, filling me with all that is good, all that is possible,
all that is mine by right of being alive.
I choose to have more, and more is here, and more keeps coming,
and more is always waiting for me.
I choose to have more joy in my mornings, more peace in my nights, more ease in the hours between.
I choose to have more love, love that surrounds me, love that lifts me, love that flows endlessly through me.
I choose to have more abundance, abundance in my body, abundance in my home, abundance in every corner of my life.
I choose to have more freedom, freedom to move, freedom to dream, freedom to create the life I desire.
I choose to have more beauty, beauty in what I see, beauty in what I feel, beauty in every simple moment. I choose to have more laughter, laughter that fills the air, that heals my heart, laughter that echoes into tomorrow.
I choose to have more miracles, miracles that meet me daily, miracles that surprise me gently, miracles that remind me I am guided. I choose to have more
than enough,
more than I once imagined,
more than I dared to dream.
and as I choose more,
the universe opens wider, pouring blessings into my hands, filling me with all that is good, all that is possible,
all that is mine.
Our beautiful Terri.
I choose to have more, and more is here,
Theme song.
and
I
more
love
keeps
this
coming,
song. It talks about
and more keeps coming.
everything that I
More
want.
is always waiting for me.
Not very much. All right. It's all about loving everyone today and forgiving and just starting from scratch. We're going to have Terri Page bring us a beautiful rendition of her song. And as she goes forth, just feel her voice.
And this song is called If You Believe. And it's from The Wiz, one of my favorite songs from The Wiz. And it goes like this. If you believe within your heart, you know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe what you feel and know you're right, because the time will come around when you'll say it's yours. Believe there's a reason to be. Believe you can make time stand still. Believe from the moment you try. Just believe and you can fly. Believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic that's inside your heart. Believe all these things, not because I told you to, but believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, just believe in yourself as I believe in you.
As always, you know, it's hard sometimes when you're in the face of someone as beautiful and great as Le'Vell. My tongue just kept slipping up. I couldn't get my friend Queen Tiara out of my mouth, so I just kept Queen. But let us really just get down to why we take out our time to come online to really give presence to presence as presence being presence. It's not a simple thing. We are very disciplined individuals on a daily basis. This is not a religious theme or scene. I did come from religion, 7 years, generations of religion, and I was snatched out as soon as I became an elder. And I started following Le'Vell. Actually, I went all the way back into his videos when he didn't speak the way he does. And I don't know if he remembers all that. But I said, this man right here is so deep. It's so deep. And I said, I'm looking at myself in a man's body. This, not only is he deep, he's smooth, he's beautiful. His modalities are extraordinary. I said, God, if you let me get Le'Vell, okay. You know, I know because I've been working a long time on this. Terri will tell you. Yeah. And I've had a lot of hatred come at me on every level. People that are supposed to be high spiritual beings that have just hated on me and spoke on me in negative terms. But let me tell you, like I told Terri today, if you can walk through the fire and be happy in hell, where the hell else do I need to go? Because I am happy, regardless of all of it. I feel like my heart is floating in multi-bubbles of pink lava. You know, there's no hatred. And I don't use that word, but there's no HATE in me. I don't feel a regret. All these lessons and events, that's all they are, is lessons and events. And I just let her know today I went through it. It was crazy. The spirit room was going like this over me, trees and lining up the 13. It was wonderful. Then I went back into the system and the arrows came pew, 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 right at the last hour. Let me draw my oracle cards and see what is going on, because I'm not asking those stupid questions today. So Le'Vell, before you start, because I'm going to tell you, I don't care if I ever see you again. I love you so deeply. I mean, you have no idea how much I love you. And you are just the real essence of. Terri will let you know I don't date black men. because of so much abuse. But I think the fuck out of you.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
So,
regardless of the fact, I like to
humbled.
tell the truth because I'm a truth teller.
Absolutely.
This is the first card that I got when I came home. Now, I live in Lake Berryessa, and as I'm pulling up the hill, the moon is practically this big. Here's the second card I pulled. What did I just say? I'm in the fire, and I'm happy than a motherfucker. Sorry, that's my language tonight. That's who I am. Accept it. Here's the third card. The beloved. I love when Le'Vell says the beloved. Okay, so he had to bring a little bit of Le'Vell in it. Okay, we right. Okay, so, and then here we go with this one. The vision west. Look at that, Le'Vell. Do you see that?
Absolutely.
You see that? Are you looking at that? That's me in my armor with the fire and the moon. And I'm on top right there. Me. I couldn't believe it. And then this one, sacrifice. Look at that. You see the fire? You see the birds? I was telling you the birds were all around me today. And the 13th council. And this one, the curse. The curse. The curse to me is the reward and the blessing. I don't know, but that's how I see it because I'm so optimistic. But I feel Le'Vell is going to enlighten us tonight because there is a saying he says that I love. To create a problem, to prepare for a problem is to create a problem. And I want you to let us have it. Give it all to us. Johnny Beeson, Lucy Ball,
bring it on.
Lucio Ball, Beaver Cleaver. Give it to us tonight because I've been waiting. My soul seeks to know the foundation that I know that I'm walking, that no one can tell me this is a lie. No. Been dead 7 legal times. I've seen my avatars. I know my lives. But I know this humble person here, this little tiny bitty particle is here to serve the multiverse. And I know they're working in my behalf, knocking themselves out to bring me the gold. And I'm not talking about money.
Absolutely.
So, Le'Vell, welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's always a great honor and pleasure to connect with Reflections. And of course, we building, we're vibing. This the simplicity of our expressions help us acknowledge the foundation even more, which is I feel it's an oxymoron, but at the same time, when it comes to our emotional body, there is a deeper level of intelligent exchange and recognition that we do as souls. It's just that when you're comfortable with that layer of existence, you find more colorful ways in which to express yourself and I want to say clothe those emotional packets of information. Right? Like this is communication. The information is there. It's just that we've come to a place where we're able to play more with that dynamic as far as how we communicate and connect with each other. We're basically a clothing vibration, sound and vibration. We're clothing the vibration with words, articulation, but at the same time, this is also a language that we speak energetically, naturally.
Absolutely. And telepathically. Keep going.
Absolutely.
That means I'm on the road. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this.
So
meditation.
I'd love to. I mean, what did you want to? What did you ladies want to talk about?
Why don't you play you some music and let them tell you what we need to hear from you? Because I think our theme was to look for problems to create a problem.
Yes.
I like when you're in your mode of comfortability. So when you get comfortable, we'll be comfortable. Play you some music, do you. Gotta go get some tea, we can wait. Not a problem.
I mean,
But
no,
I want you to be comfortable because when my guests are comfortable, I'm comfortable. And
absolutely.
I want you to be at your best because that's all we can do is our best. There's nothing else. I was reading and listening to the book called Conversations with God. And
Mhm.
while you're getting all your stuff together, I just want to read you something really quick that comes from Conversations with God. And this is so crazy because when you read Conversations with God, it's like, did I do this? Did I freaking write this book? Because this sounds
Hmm.
exactly like what I would ask God in any transition. I would definitely ask God these questions. And I was like thrown away. I was actually blown away because when I read this, I was like, okay, they need to hear this. So this is what God says. Crazy. Why do some people, this is the guy asking the question, why do some people take Christ, for example, seems to hear more of your community? No, wait. Why do people take Christ, for example, seems to hear more of your community than others? I think that's, I don't know. And he says, because some people are willing to actually listen, they're willing to hear, and they are willing to remain open to the communication, even when it seems scary or crazy or downright wrong. Here's a question. We should listen to God even when what's being said seems wrong, especially when it seems wrong. Terry, that's you. If you think you are right about everything, who needs to talk to God? Go ahead and act on your own, but notice that you've all been doing the same thing since the beginning. This is what gets me. But my truth about God comes from you. Who said? Others, leaders, ministers, rabbis, priests, books, the Bible. Those are not authority sources. They aren't? No. What then what are they? Listen to your feelings. Listen to your highest thoughts. Listen to your experience. Whenever any one of these different from what you've been told by your teachers or read in a book, forget the words. Words are the least reliable trivia of truth. There is so much I want to ask you, God, so much I want to ask. For instance, why is it that you do not reveal yourself? If there really is a God and you are it, why do you not reveal yourself in a way we can understand? I have done so over and over, and I'm doing it right now. No, I mean by method of relatation, or uh, uh, to show us uncomfortability so we can't deny it, such as appearing right now before my eyes. I'm doing so right now. Where? Everywhere you look. No, I mean in unconventional way, in a way no man could deny. What way would that be? And what form or shape would that be me to appear? In the form or shape that you actually have. Here's it. That would be impossible for. I have no form, no shape, you understand. I could adopt a form or shape that you cannot understand, but then everybody would assume that they have seen it and one and the only form, shape of God, rather than a form or shape of God, one of many. People believe I am what they see me as, rather than what they do not see. But I am the great unseen, not what I cause myself to be in any particular moment. And since I am what I am, it is from an on noting and am noting that I come, and to it I always return. Yet when I come in one particular form or another, a form which I think people could understand me, people assign me that form forever. And should I come in any other form to any other people? The first said I did not appear. The second said I did not look the same. And they're all lying because they don't understand no form is my solid. No form is my real, but everything is me. Everything is me. I am the wall. I am the bed. I am the sheet. I'm the cup. I am the tea. I am everything. And I am you. So use me well. But why? Why would I use you well? Because I put you here to be an inspiration to me. I put you here to make me wow. Go, wow. Anyway, it reads better when I'm not nervous because I'm in front of the bill. But anyway,
It's a perfect place to start.
Yeah.
yes.
It's a perfect place to start because it's the linear experience that brings us to the point of actually being able to sit down and consider that to be the truth. It's the activity, it's the lifetimes, it's the lessons, it's all of the experiences combined that bring us to the point of being able to relax, to sit down, to take a moment to be still. And we consider all our experiences and reconcile them emotionally and realize that it's it's never anything, it's never been something happening to me, but happening for me, the entirety of the experience. That's where the reconciliation takes place. And I and once again, if you look at my old videos, I've said it many times.
Yes.
It's it's such a paradox because the the student, the adept, the student, like a student of God,
Right.
our deepest our deepest conviction is understanding.
Mm.
We want to do good. We want to do right. We want to follow God in the most purest sense possible because of our conviction, because of our love for existence, our acknowledgement and appreciation for our existence, period. When we mature, we come to that place like, okay, yes, this has been a lot. However, I'm still here. And all of it's been a paradoxical experience, but at the same time, it's beautiful because I've come to a place of acceptance. I understand. There's a theme here. There's a moral to the story. It's just that it takes a lot of life to come to that place of acceptance. And when I say acceptance, it's recognize, yeah, no, I don't understand. It's infinite intelligence. And but the thing is that is what this is about. The entirety of this process is revealing more of me to myself. I'm showing myself.
On a daily basis.
And
Mhm.
and that's the point that we come to. And I want to say unfortunately, but that's not necessarily the case. These are catalysts of maturity. The purification by fire sometimes, if you will, of course. This is a thing. It's just that I'm still here. And it's my humility, it's my acceptance of the experience, it's my acknowledgement of a greater overarching theme that continues to
Sure.
be presented to me. I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle, but
No.
it seems as if each and every day or moment I find myself at the deepest spaces of, regret and resentment and despair and what have you, that I find clarity
Hmm.
because that's where things flip and it's like no, but there's purpose here. I'm revealing a glimmer of light in these dark moments to let you know no, you're not going the wrong way. There's purpose here.
Right.
And this is going somewhere. And the thing is it's any okay, as a mature soul, any mature soul knows that it takes a great depth of emotional and intellectual sophistication to put the pieces of the puzzle together and acknowledge a theme. There's a theme here.
Right.
Yes, it is.
And the thing is, it just requires um, a deeper level of sensitivity to gather all of these paths of experience, all this emotional the instability and the shock and all of the experiences, we come to a point where we recognize that regardless of how deep it's gotten, there was always reassurance, there was always guidance, there was always clarity, there was always purpose. It's just that hindsight's 2020. So it's in coming to realize that this is going somewhere. It's God's story. It's a paradox. It's beyond logical comprehension. However, it's in our acceptance, it's in our love, it's in our embrace. I mean, more than anything, it's our acceptance of the experiences that allow the intelligence, or at least the intuitive oversight to recognize the situation from a third person perspective, where it's not necessarily from just you. It's about the entirety of the situation and the energetic knots, we can say,
Totality, yeah.
have you. These are things that are being reconciled and resolved within me based on
Absolutely.
insight that I'm receiving via these moments, these sparks of
These
insight.
downloads. Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, once we've and the beautiful part about it is it's an alchemical experience, because
Yes.
it's the emotional dynamic.
Yes.
That's what's intense. It's just that the intensity and that stew or soup of the situation or relationship or whatever the scenario is brings out that clarity. It brings out that nugget. It brings a sense of confidence and calm and clarity, trust of our experiences. I see the same theme, and sometimes movies can be great metaphors to all of us. There's the movie called, what's that movie, with Will Smith and Jaden Smith, where they were
Oh, yeah, they were fighting.
After Earth, after
Oh, yeah.
and one of the main morals of the story emotionally was that the father, Will Smith's character, he's the commander. And in that role, Commander Roge, or whatever the case may be, he was able to, I mean, once again, metaphorically, right? We're talking about like evil demon creatures or what have you. They were only able to destroy humans or attack them because they smelled the scent of fear.
Right,
That was
right.
the only
Yeah.
way that the demons or whatever could actually attack him. It's just that the commander, he had come to a space of being present enough to exist beyond the temporary emotions of fear, where of course that vibration would allow him to be detected by these, demonous monsters and what have you. And he was the commander because he was able to maintain a sense of balance and presence and take care of the situation as it presented itself. But it was the clarity and the calm that allowed him to remain in the presence of infinite intelligence and have the ability to do what he was doing. It's just that, of course, this is Hollywood. It's a distorted version, destruction, or what have you. But the theme is there.
Documentaries. They're
It was about
documentaries.
absolutely. It was the
Juniper Rising. Juniper Rising.
Absolutely.
Documentary.
Oh, yeah.
the
Juniper Rising.
insight that he had access to. And once again, this is merely one aspect or asset that we have access to, as far as, in a spiritual context, being
Yeah.
metaphorically transcribed in a movie. It's just that
Yes, sir.
these themes are very real when it comes to our own experiences.
Absolutely.
And we talked about this before, that, the imbalanced washing machine, all that bumping and whatnot. It'll take you through the ringer.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And
You stop that.
exactly. It's just you experience this turmoil and the instability, only temporary, till you come to a place of acknowledging what's necessary, acknowledging the experience, and knowing that beyond if you leave it to the illusion, like the characters within the illusion, you feel as if you were victimized or someone was attacking you. It's just that these are the catalysts that you set up for yourself as a soul to heal and to evolve and release some of the distortions and imbalances and take responsibility for some of the things within your own lineage, like having the strength and spiritual maturity to exist, beyond emotional manipulation, victimization, or the games of duality. And because of the heightened sense of emotion, right, that we have
Yeah.
a connection
I'd
with,
love to
right?
talk to you about that right now. That'd be crazy
Absolutely.
because my mother
Hmm.
could tell you when somebody's going to knock on the door. My
Hmm.
mother could also tell you, and I ended up getting all of it, even like in multi, because I can be around someone, I can be driving near someone that's having heart problems.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm so empathic, and this is true. If I get upset, I control the weather. That's
Hmm.
why my days are always good because I don't want other people to have to fade away because I'm about to break down.
Hmm.
When you've been dead 7 legal freaking times, 8
Hmm.
on record, blind paradise, and you've been through all this stuff, and then
Hmm.
you finally wake up, and then sure, you're still going through the rigmarole of a little bit of the 3D, but not too much of the 3D. I mean, most of the time you live on 5D, so it's all good. But then you got to hit the bottom for a minute. Boom,
Hmm.
you got a ground. Boom, and then as you boom, then here come the arrow. Woo! Here you better woo! Yeah, because your light is so vibrant. You kind of wake up. It's like you wake up the dead, the ones that really aren't dead. Okay, there's MP3 players, they're in there, and then the ones that are walking, whatever. But when you're a real soul and you only go places that you're going because you're an assignment. I mean, something about my life. I'm not allowed to just go and do stuff. I'm sent on assignment everywhere. It's like, okay, here we go. Okay, whatever you want. Okay, okay. And then you go on assignment, and there you are on assignment. And
Hmm.
you can ask to leave, but if you leave, then you're not going to get the whole benefit of why they sent you there. So you just had to be at peace, and you got to be at peace. And like, you know what? I already can tell you I'm going to do. And they're like, I know, but we still got some more work to do. Now, what I
Hmm.
need you to do is just go outside by the tree, and I need you to go through your chakras and send them up, and then the whole place is like on alert. There's diamond light coming everywhere. Nobody ain't seeing it, but you seeing it, and they're just walking around this. Yeah, how you doing over there? And they're wondering why the atmosphere is in because you're over there doing the violent fire prayer all through the whole thing, and boom, you, know, you stop.
Hmm.
You just need to rest.
Yeah.
Here
It's
we go.
always coming back home that's helpful beyond the temporary.
Yeah.
The turmoil. I mean, once again, the catalyst that we're presenting with each and every day is the theme of these things are about us establishing a sense of energetic and emotional stability, always being able to come home, regardless of what happens. The same theme. We talked about this before. When we wake up in the morning, we come out of a place of peace. When we go to bed at night, we return to a place of peace. We return to the truth. That's the truth. Beyond emotion, all the emotions and thought forms and ideas and what have you, we always return home to the truth. It's just that our work, a part of a main theme of our work here in experiencing the physical is being able to come home and stay there and be in the world, but not of the world. To
Yes. Mhm.
be at home and be in this vibration of stability and presence and being fully invested and engaged with what's being presented, because at the end of the day, this is infinite intelligence. What I'm experiencing, what I'm being shown now is what God is showing me today. That's my primary assignment. What I'm
That's my
being shown today is what's
Mhm.
necessary for me to open the next door. I'm
Absolutely.
receiving the
Didn't I
key.
say that earlier about the keys? Them
Most
keys.
definitely. I'm receiving the key to the next door
Thank you.
that God is preparing for me. It's just that I
In
can
the
only
mail.
truly receive the key only when I truly pay attention. And the only way that I can pay attention in class I'm truly present now. It's just that
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
the mind identity is it's I don't want to say it's stuck, but we have a tendency to focus linearly, where we're kind of attempting to manage our day from the beginning to the end, or what's going to happen next, what has to happen tomorrow, next week, or what have you. Of course, that's an aspect of us having an ego mind identity and the catalyst of linear time here in the physical. It's just that the more efficient that we become as a soul, we're able to manage that aspect of existence, but at the same time, we recognize that the source of the sophistication in all of our decisions comes from how truly invested we are in what's being presented now.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now is what God is showing me. And it's like, well, hey, masters are God's greatest students. If I'm truly paying attention in class, I'm 100% invested in what's being shown to me today, right now, because this is what God wants me to see right now, based on what I've designed, my intentions, and the things in which I'm here to share with life. It's like, no, I'm receiving the keys. I'm receiving the opportunities to serve. I'm receiving the opportunities to have the conversations and share. Once again, to receive what's being shared with me and to share to who's open what I have to share with them. If once again, if they're open, but at the same time, it's in my ability to pay attention and trust how I feel, because our instructions comes from the emotional body, the divine feminine aspect of self, the divine masculine being truly present, being with the self, but of course receiving those orders from the divine feminine, the emotional body. I'm receiving those instructions intuitively. Oh, hey, hello, I'm meeting new people. Let me jump on this place. I'm following my excitement. Oh, what should I do today? What do I feel like doing right now? How can I be of service? How can I be of
Hello.
most definitely? Once again, this is where we're allowing
Yeah. Because Terry
the
talks about that all the time, Le'Vell.
most
There was
definitely.
a period of our relationship, and she actually came down to San Diego. I
Hmm.
brought her down to San Diego, and as you know, I'm from La Jolla, but I'm family, my son, and all that. But anyway,
Oh,
she
okay,
came
cool.
down, and she, her and her son, and they're vegans, and so. At the time, I think I wasn't eating meat at that time. I was just doing juicing, right? Was I just juicing, or was I eating meat at all at that time? But
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
anyway, she came down, and we're both very agile about our practice. She has her ritual and I have mine, you know, and on a daily basis, my ritual is every single moment. So
Mhm.
I don't choose to have a ritual because my life is a ritual. So Terry's like, hey, you got to learn how to have some fun. If you're not
Mhm.
having fun with this, you're not
Absolutely.
doing anything. God is here to show you how to have fun. And you
Mhm.
better go out there and be a bad girl.
Hey, hey.
And so, you know what?
Ah.
I didn't grow up that way because I grew up Pentecostal Church of God in Christ, and I didn't grow up in any of those. So, and my mother was a perfectionist, cancer. She's a professional opera singer.
Yeah.
Uh, but the thing is now in the last 6 months or 7, I am having so much fun with my guides. I think it was when Alex got in my car. This is my guide. He's a Lyran. And
Mhm.
I start noticing his hair was hitting me. You could feel his hair. I'm like, what is going on in my car? So it's my altar.
Ah.
Ah.
It's my altar. So I'm like, and he says, my name is Alex. And he showed me himself. And I said, oh, you are blue. I said, can I touch you? Now, this is all going on telepathically,
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
mind you. And he says, yes. And so I telepathically touched his hair and just was so soft. He says, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to show you how to have fun.
Mm.
And he's been driving with me. First, it was Samantha. She didn't teach me how to be. She didn't teach me how to have fun. She taught me how to see the elements. She taught me, she's a Syrian. She taught me how to see the elements. I would see, half horse, uh, half person. I mean, I was just
Thank you.
everyone dragons the whole, but I didn't know at the time that I was reincarnated of Tiamat. See, there's so much about me a lot of people don't know. But I'm like, okay, well, here I'm and Terri was right along with me, is listening to my story every day, and she cut me off until you learn how to have fun.
Yep.
Like she put me on punishment, but she was always there. She was always there. But it's like, oh, the little girl in the back in that cave back there, I gotta pull her out of there and go in this freaking garden. And I know it's the emerald tablets. I gotta get the key and learn how to go in there and just the lock is so the key is so magnificent. It was hard. I started to try to pick the key up to open the door. And then, this yellow light just blew out. And then I was like, and a small voice said, learn to pick your garden and tend to your garden. So, of course, I pay for, not all the time now, but I used to pay for my friends, which are want to be coming on here. A lot of them are coming on here for them to work on me. Well, you do this in the council, right? You go up there and you say, okay, I want you to come down with me. I want you to remind me. I'm going to pay you $1,000 every month, and you're going to work on me and remind me of who I am. I am that I am that I am. Okay. So as you come, so they come, and then while they working on you, you over there with all kinds of different Egyptian gods, and they're pulling your body apart and dipping you in gold, and they're laughing and making jokes. Right? They're pulling your body apart. And they're watching, and they're pulling, they're dipping it, and they're putting it back together. And I'm like, oh, and Seth is like, and Orion is, oh, and all these, and they're like making jokes, and I'm laughing on the table. I'm literally laughing while all this is happening. I'm thinking, this is so funny. Well, I went through a period, I think it was about 3 or 4 years, my whole body just kind of pretty much fell apart. And I'm a gym rat. I mean, I'm very much into getting in shape and all that. So I was like, okay, who did this to me? Who tried to take me out of the gym? But then here goes the program. I saw all these lines, circuits, geometric signs. You wrote the program. You can rewrite the program. You're seeing a light. I'm seeing the bars going. Now, you know that you wrote the program. Now, what are you going to do to change the program? And I sit there like, did you hear that? Yes, you heard that.
Wow.
So change the program. So every time I change the program, I'm coming up to one level. And she'll tell you, I'm many people in the last 3 or 4 years still loving skating, still loving swimming, still loving dancing, still loving singing, all that. But I changed as a human. I am not that shallow individual with all that insecurity and all that fear and all that. I'm still learning though. Look, I'm not perfect, but I see my body disappear. I see, and they asked me today, are you going to get scared? I said, no, I'm not going to get scared. I understand, because the tree and me were having a conversation, and I was literally in the tree, and the tree was my skin, and I was the tree. And it was like, until you're able to do that, and I know eventually I will be able to turn into whatever, because in my lineage, my auntie used to turn into a green mist. So this is down in my lineage, as well as the Christianity that was coming as a block to rewrite the program, to rechange the script, to maybe take some, leave some, put fire to some, and just ignore majority of it. So yeah, I think Terri can speak on that for me. Terri?
But about the Christian church?
About everything you've seen me go through in the last 6 years.
Oh, yeah. I've seen her go through a whole bunch of stuff, honey. He's like, oh, my God. we've set fire alarms off. We've made
Oh yeah,
earthquakes,
meditating
not on
again.
purpose, but I'm like,
We
it's
cut the
shaking in
lights
here.
off too.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, the lights went,
The
yeah, oh
whole
my
city went
God.
dark.
Yeah, that kind of
They
stuff.
called me the
But
shaman on the hill. Nobody would come to my house because they were scared.
you know,
But
but
she just saw a lot.
yeah, it's been a journey, and I know she's come through a heck of a lot. I mean, a heck of a lot. I'm like, whoa, But yeah, we're all on this journey together, and we've got all these different things going on, different aspects of ourselves that are knocking on the door saying, hello, I want to speak, or hello, I want to be expressed. And so many times we just kind of, oh, I got to do this right now. And then finally some blast happens. It's like, I told you I need to be expressed. So I used to tell this joke about little kids come in and say, "Mommy, I would like some snack." And mommy says, "Oh, just a minute. Oh, I got to fix food for your father. Just wait." And then the kid comes in again. I need my diaper changed. Can you? Oh, okay. I got it. Just wait. And then next thing you know, you have your dinner party going on. All your guests are in there in the living room, and the kid runs in the room and falls out in the middle of the floor and says, "Yeah." Well, you didn't take care of the kid when the kid was asking for your assistance. So what else was they going to do but come in there and fall out in front of your guests and embarrass you? How about that? I used to tell that story, and it's so funny, but that's actually how we actually are. If we're not
That's us.
attending
not
to
looking after our own
that
selves.
part of ourselves that wants to be
Wow.
expressed,
That's
that wants
deep.
to be seen, felt, and heard, it's going to come up with something, and it's just a little bit, and you still keep going, oh, I got to fill this paper out real quick. And then it comes up again a little bit louder, and it's, oh, shoot, I got to run to the bank. And next thing you know, it's like, you're like, oh God, what is this? What is this? Why'd that happen? So
No,
it's super crazy what she's talking about right now, because I took off a day of work this week. And Le'Vell, that's what they called me into the office for today. Wow. But all the other people have been doing all kinds of crazy stuff up there. I have an impeccable record, but they couldn't write me up. All they could do is try to intimidate me. But the crazy thing is the GM calls in the supervisor to back him up to talk to me. I'm like, why do these people fear me so much? I'm the sweetest thing that ever existed. But that's why I told you. I came home and I pulled these cards, and that's what I got. The sacrifice, the fire. Yeah. Definitely. The holy mountain that I'm on right now. The holy mountain that we're all on right now. We are not on this body. We are not on this video. We are not here. This is all a dream. And all we got to do is realize and play the part that we were sent here to play. And hold that in retrospect, that the heart that guides the heart back to love. Forget about it. Like I told my friend, he's on the phone. I'm speeding. I don't do that, because why should I punish the driver in front of me because I'm late? Why should I make him feel uncomfortable, him or her or whatever, feel uncomfortable? And sometimes Metatron will drive in front of me, Michael will drive in front of me, and they'll spark. And I know this. And I said, that's Lord Metatron. That's Mother Mary. And my partner's like, yeah, but he gotta come down, because now he know, because Pamela don't say that. You can bank on Bank of America if she open her mouth and say. But it's crazy, because I've learned after how many accidents? Maybe 7? I don't know. I had 3 accidents back to back in 2 years. Anyway, there's no way I should be able to talk, walk, have anything. I shouldn't even be able to do anything physically. In my initiations and other lives, I paid for these lives to be covered. I paid for all these lives to be covered. I paid in initiations and rituals for this life to be covered, because this is my most important life here right now. That all the other ones, no matter who they were and how powerful they were, and burning eyes and turning people into stuff and all that stuff, this humble being, just the story itself. And now today, as I am 62 years old, and we are here 12/3/2025, I love Pamela, and so when I walk into the valley of the shadow of death, I don't fear no evil because I'm with me. I'm right here. And they can't do nothing about that.
No.
I'm the only one that can erase against the race. What's it? Pouvoir à nous, Francais, oui, oui, take me out. I can take me out, but you can't take me out. Because when you are empress, you know. When you are commander Astor, you know. When you're a queen, you know. You know. And you rise and you join together in that blue flame. And that blue flame covers you, and your hands are always constantly creating, constantly creating, constantly creating. Even in your sleep, you're creating. You're talking another language here and another language here. And then you wake up, oh, I felt the pain. Oh, they're near me. They're trying to talk to me. Yeah, okay. Because that special moment, that special vibration that comes to alert you that today we're going to throw a monkey in your wrench. We're going to send the Grinch. Now, remember the movie so that when you go through it, you won't get upset, okay? He's coming to steal all your presents. But he doesn't mean it. He just wants to be loved. It's just a cry for love, baby. It's just a cry for love, baby.
As long as you acknowledge that.
Come on, Le'Vell. Speak on what I done spoke on. I know you got some revelation.
No, it's
Crazy. I'm crazy, right?
No, the acceptance of the experience always provides the intelligence. That's it's such an oxymoron. It's just I'm still having a rough time articulating it because it seems so simple once I gain perspective and I step back, the resistance was causing resistance in the experience. It's my resistance that causes the resistance from the hologram. When we recognize we're experiencing our own energy, these are all reflections. This is the story of me. And the more I resist, the more resistance I experience because it's my own energy. It's my confidence and my acceptance. And my acceptance of my creator being, my godhood, my recognition of this being my story. That's where everything just falls into place. Once you stop fighting, it's almost like floating in the water. Once you stop, once again, the struggle.
There it is. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then other beings come and help you.
Yeah,
that you didn't ask. Well, you asked, you asked, but then other beings come, and when you're resisting, that's when the best being comes. The one you didn't know that you was gonna find. That's the one that Hey, I ain't popping collars, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, popping collars, but I just want to say I love you, and I don't need nothing from you. I'm just saying that I love you. If you need me, I'm here. But why is it so hard for us to receive that? Why is it so hard for us to understand that? Why is it so hard?
It's supposed to be mildly difficult, but it's not necessarily the effort that we lack. It's the acceptance.
Yes.
The hard part. It's hard to put your guard down. It's hard to not cross your arm. It's hard to allow your chest to be open and once again yourself there to be seen by life. Like with all of the caution or cautionary efforts that we invest. I mean, we got insurance for everything. Oh. And once again, we're preparing for problems.
Right.
That's why you have to when you find a problem, Le'Vell.
To prepare for the problem is to create the problem. You are the initiator. You are the creator. You're the foundation of the conditions of your current experience. So what you prepare for, the seeds that you plant energetically, are the things that you will reap. Because once again, it's the lack of awareness. That's why it's once again, being unawakened, being unaware that we're creating things for ourselves that are undesirable. It's just that at the same time, even the undesirable experiences are for us. Life is happening for us, not to us. So if we were to
Absolutely.
create a problem,
Absolutely.
then of course
Absolutely.
it will present itself to give us another opportunity as a catalyst to heal that, to recognize that I'm safe. Even if something was to take place, I'm safe and I shouldn't spend it wouldn't be advantageous for me to spend my time preparing for something that I don't want.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. But the thing is the
How
mind,
do you know
I
what
guess,
you want until you have it? See, to
the
me,
mind.
I hear you, but there
Mhm.
is a part of me that feels like everything I've been through, then I know that there is a giant, just an optimistic bubble that I live in. That
Mhm.
even though I might see those, then I recognize them. I choose whether I want to feel them. And most of the time, I don't want to feel them. So I send them back to the sender with love and appreciation. And I always do that before because I'm warned before they come. And
No,
because
understood.
I live on the fifth dimension majority of the time, and this is true.
No, I
I
got
can
it, but
make people appear when I want them in and when I don't want them, I make you. You see?
let's let's consider the nature of the story.
Yes.
The nature of the story is perfect, and whatever narrative, once again, we designed the story, we wrote the story, and now we're
Yes, for real.
experiencing it in retrospect. It's just
Yes,
that
sir.
in recognizing that, we have to know that there's an infinitely intelligent purpose in all experiences, all relationships. I'm being presented the relationships, the experiences as catalysts. Now, of course, we have the ability to discern what we want to engage with or who we want to engage with. However, um, if it was not supposed to happen, it wouldn't be happening. Why? Because I'm the author of the story.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
the
Right.
thing
Now
is,
you see. Yes.
but here's the thing. Um, if I'm being presented with something in my story, then obviously my higher self wants me to see this. It wants
A
me to
learning event.
experience what's being presented.
Yes.
Now, once again, and now here's what's important. It's important for us to acknowledge that beyond good and bad, right and wrong, positive or negative,
Doesn't exist.
we are eternity, and eternity, unconditional love.
Exactly.
That's the
Your
fabric.
point.
That's the fabric of existence. Unconditional
Mhm.
love is the fabric of existence. The vibration of eternity is peace beyond all temporary emotions. Once again, we talk about polarity, like positive and negative, good and bad, like the things that the feelings, they're temporary. We're eternal. The thing that separates peace from the emotions is that peace is eternal. It's like an unbothered lake.
It's undiluted
Like
love.
it's like a lake
Undiluted
with
love. Say
no
it.
it's
Say
it,
it.
it's
Say it. Say
it's
it.
it's stillness.
Undiluted love. That's what it is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Love is
Once again,
undiluted.
no, well,
Undiluted.
no. The thing is here's the thing about love. Love is the fabric of existence. However, the experience is about us embodying
Right?
the nature of love, which is unconditional, which means
Yes.
being in this unconditional, that means there is no discrimination when it comes to
Okay.
experiences because the love is unconditional. That means there are no conditions. There's just
Yeah.
love. There's acceptance of whatever is being presented beyond our judgments of what may be happening. We say good and bad or positive or negative. These are temporary emotional configurations. It's just that the truth is peace. It's the
Yeah.
stillness beyond the temporary dramas or positive or negative experiences that we may be experiencing when we, like I said before, when we wake up in the morning, we're in peace. when we go to bed at night, when we stop thinking and all the stuff that we consider throughout our active day, we return to peace. That's the truth. That's always there. That's the foundation of who we are. What we experience throughout the day is temporary because once again, we wake up in peace, we go to bed in peace. We always return home. It's just that as we evolve, as we heal, we recognize that the temporary activity that we're experiencing beyond our judgments of them, they're there for a purpose. It's us showing ourselves something here in the physical on this path. Like our physical experience is a journey, and it's called the path of self-realization. And the path of self-realization is about acknowledging who we are as God. It's just that that's a process. And that process involves our conscious reconciliation, emotionally, intellectually, and otherwise. All of the experiences that are being presented to us on a daily basis. It's just that the only way for us to evolve beyond, to exist beyond, like you're talking about, like, okay, no, this is existing beyond the drama. Now, it's only mature that I acknowledge the drama because I'm here on earth and the catalyst that I'm experiencing in my life are being presented by me as the author of the story. No one enters my sphere, no one enters my day without my authorization.
Exactly.
Beyond judgment. It's just that
exactly.
That's not something that we manage with our personality.
No.
That's something that's already been done pre-birth.
Right.
Now we're experiencing the story that we wrote.
Protectiveness, yes.
Our job, our responsibility is to evolve to the point where we're able to accept, observe, and transmute any of the discomfort, distortions, the things that we may feel, or the judgments or projections or what have you of how our situation is being presented, how things are playing out, as an exercise of our maturity. Because
yes, there it is.
Only through our acceptance of our experiences do we maintain our connection with the infinite intelligence that comes from the open heart to resolve, dissolve, and reconcile each and everything that is being presented to God today. It's just that the only way for me to reconcile and continue to heal is through my capacity of emotional, spiritual, and intellectual maturity in which I'm able to accept and work with what's being presented today. Yeah. Because once again, masters are God's best students. And today is a lesson. It's just that our acceptance of what's being presented is allowing for us to dissolve and align some of the distortions that we've experienced as souls amongst all these lifetimes. It's just that this playing field, this particular lifetime, is the amalgamation of all that we've experienced and worked with as souls on this planet, on this plane of existence. So it's just now a lot of the more intricate, intense catalysts and relationships and configurations of being are being presented now because we've reached this point in our evolutionary process where we have the ability to level up to another plane of existence. It's just that it's in the alignment of our choices amongst these catalysts that's allowing us to level up or graduate to this fourth dimensional to fifth dimensional space. Because once again, the dimensional planes, we can look at them like chakras, right? Once again, the theme of the third dimension. The theme of the third dimension has everything to do with the root chakra, the sacral, the solar plexus, and of course The fourth chakra is the heart space,
Yes, sir.
unconditional love. That's the plane of complete unconditional acceptance. It's just that we've been experiencing on the third dimensional plane the world of money, power, and respect. Those are the
Mhm.
first three chakras. The
Mhm.
red, sacral, and the solar plexus. Survival, sex, relationships, and of course, it's leading to the open heart. It's just that the task of this particular transition as humans is our ability to return to the space of unconditional love and acceptance and opening the heart chakra where we recognize beyond the differences and distortions when it comes to the configuration of our current species. It's in our ability to unconditionally accept each other beyond the linear story. But that's us moving into this fourth dimensional plane where we start to shift beyond linear time. It's just that what our job is to recognize that all the configurations that we're experiencing now are, when I say catalyst, I mean they're temporary experiences that are meant to gauge and trigger us to the point in which we see from a greater perspective. We become more spiritually mature and we recognize that beyond separation or victimhood or whatever themes exist within the realms of separation, me versus someone else, us versus them, our community versus their community, or this versus that. We're moving into a plane where we recognize that there's only infinite intelligence within
Exactly. Exactly.
this this fabric of existence, is electromagnetic energy, this entire
Yes.
hologram. And,
Agreed.
and the catalysts of the hologram are being presented as an opportunity for us to reflect and engage with our own capacity of spiritual maturity. Do you
Absolutely.
recognize that this is a program? Like, do
Mhm.
you recognize that you've experienced all of these bodies?
Mhm.
All of these, once again, you came to Earth to experience everything that Earth had to offer as a soul. So when you look around and you recognize the dimensional plane that you exist on, observe every embodiment in 3D as a vehicle of your own evolution.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is and this the entire theme of this unfoldment is our graduation. It's just that um as we shift into that space, we're having to basically reflect on the information that we have within ourselves, acknowledging the heart space, reconciling and observing from a higher perspective the many themes of the human experiences of the human experience that we've been presented after so many years. It's like, hey, these are all themes I see from all these different perspectives and have a capacity of compassion to understand each and every individual from all seats. Why? Because I'm closer to source. I'm able
Right.
to see now from the oversoul, where I'm able
Oversell.
to
Yes.
place myself in the shoes of each and every individual that I observe as an ascended master, as a manifestation of God, of the whole. I see beyond the planes of the third dimensional reality. And of course, the mind games of separation. And, we're starting to acknowledge these mind games. It's just that this is our work. And the greatest thing that we can do, our primary purpose here amongst this species, is to serve as examples,
I have a
examples of
question. I have a
those
question.
who, yeah, of
One
course.
question.
Mhm.
What do you see? What do you see as a graduation for all souls? What do you see in that as a graduation for all souls?
Well, the graduation process involves um, an expansion of our awareness, an expansion of once again, when we say awareness, we're talking about the planes of existence, right? We're talking about the acknowledgement of the interdimensional planes of existence, civilizations on other levels of existence that coexist with us on this planet.
that
once
I
again,
see all the time.
we're talking about the expansion of consciousness. We're talking about the expansion of the awareness of God, which includes the acknowledgement of more life, of the entirety of this solar system, of the inside of the planet, of all the beings that are working to assist in the process of reconciliation of the universe. Because once again, the entirety, the ascension of this universe is dependent on this particular I want to say this doorway, this conjunction of the linear experience. This is why this experience on planet Earth is so vital, because there's a split in timeline here where Earth went in the other direction. It's just that
Yes,
we came back to this particular point in linear time to assist the trajectory of this planet's process or evolutionary process in the other direction. Because
yes.
again, this
Because
has
Mother Earth
everything.
was moved out of her proper place. She
Definitely
was
agree.
moved through a war that was
Well,
fought.
most definitely.
And
And now,
I see that's where I come in to whereas I've been there to see this in different bodies, in different avatars. I've been there in these wars. I've seen these wars. I've lived through some of these wars. They destroyed me. So this is where I feel like there are particles of us that residue. Let me see. Residue that needs to be. That's why when I a problem or a situation, I call this events and learning. If an event comes up in the hologram for me, I ask, "What are you trying to teach me?"
mhm,
And in that asking, "What are you trying to teach me?" There are contracts. I can see them just lined, and every time the contract comes up, I cancel it. First, I talk to Lord Michael and all the beings of light that are constantly around me. And I say, I'm canceling this contract. What was it today that I canceled 3 contracts and I could see that it had happened? There was something, and it's like it's gone. It's just like it's gone. But there was something going on. Oh, pessimism. Pessimism. So I was canceling the contract of pessimism and and another couple words, and I canceled these contracts, and then I annulled them. And as I annulled them, I said, and before we burn them, I want to bring back the proceeds. And as we bring back the proceeds, we're going to dump these in the trash, but in the eternal fire, and then let them come back for their highest good, you know. And these are the contracts that we see. And when you go into the Akasha, and when you see that, and you come up with these lessons, and you ask, "Oh, what are you trying to teach me?" Because our human form, we can get lost in the event sometimes, and it might
mhm,
take us a day or a week, but sometimes it takes us just a second for us to pop in and pop out and say, "Ooh, okay, here we go." Now we need to cancel these contracts, and we need to annul these contracts, and we need to bring back the proceeds of these contracts so that not only am I going to be awarded, but the community is going to feel the award. So when I do this, it's not even for me really, because I know that I'm here to work with the community. My grids are given to me in a different way. Some people are grid workers, like in grid workers, they go in there, like they send me like I'm on assignment. And then I have to clear. You understand the grid in ritual through either prayer or meditation. And they'll wake me up in the middle of the night, meditate, boom. I want you to say these words, boom. I'm standing outside. They talk to me, talk through me, and tell me what I need to know. It's, I mean, it wasn't always like this, Le'Vell, where I was able to hear so deeply. But
mhm.
now, like today, they just talked through me and told me this is going to be one of the most epic days of your life, and you guys just listen, calm. We cannot have you getting out of character in any moment, because you know that you affect the whole odyssey when you get out of character. You know So whatever, this lesson is for you to grow to another higher level. So just breathe and walk and believe. And I got you. We got you. They showed up. Like, they got me. Like, oh. And I was telling Terri, I said, they're swimming around me like this and birds are going. And I'm sure they saw it at work, because they see all kinds of weird stuff happening. That's what I don't know about it. We better call somebody and we want to talk to her. Yeah, because no matter how bad they treat me, I still come back smiling and treat them with love. And it's like, why can't we break her? What are they gonna do to break her? Yeah. They don't realize the lesson is not about breaking me. You're breaking yourself. Stop breaking yourself. And then I send out the love and appreciation to them so that they can feel the vibration that is swirling down, really, the diamond light swirling down on them. Because that part where I'm at is chosen for the people to wake up. Now, if they don't wake up, that's not my fault. It's none of my business. When they get tired, they'll send me somewhere else. And it's always an adventure, and it's always fun. But it seems like lately it's just been a lot of fun, you know? I love you, Le'Vell. You're deep. And I think all of us are, pretty deep, that now we've been through like the rings of existence. And I see these rings that we've existed in, and some of them are burnt and some of them are destroyed. And wow. And I've always been a seer. I can see, but your power, and you're humble, but your power, is deeper and so like universal. That I told Terri, I said, guess what? Le'Vell is doing his modality. I can feel it. We are truly connected. Boom. If we can't have a good time, we shouldn't even be dealing with this on this journey. Because I'm going to tell you something. Until you walked in either one of our shoes, as our fight has always been this since we were born, and we still smiling, you don't have nothing to say. This is none of your business. It is all God's business. And we are involved in the God business syndrome. We are involved with the journey, knowing that the good open deed that brought us all here to experience these events and these learning processes is using us to build a bridge. And this rainbow bridge, I'm telling you, this energetic bridge, somebody's body's breaking down right now and they're not understanding what's going on. And it's just an upgrade. It's just an upgrade. It's not punishment. You haven't done anything wrong. There's nothing that you've done wrong. But they're upgrading because if they can't get near you, if you can't let them get near you, yes, their vibration is all over the place. And they're different from us because we're like in this low density. And when they come near you, you can hear your ear go, and then you're like, oh, and you hear all kinds of different. And then you're like, okay, I'm here, I'm listening. Just relax, be quiet. I got so heavy listening today. I thought I was like a big giant cow. I was like, ugh. So that's the extent of it. And we just want to help people. We're just here to open up the scope for the catalyst that you talk about. We're here to share. And Terri, she has some magnificent things to say. I said I wanted to do a prayer before I ended, but Terri, please do that prayer that you sung on the last podcast for me. if you don't mind. I hope you enjoyed this, Le'Vell.
Of course.
I did a prayer, the last one.
Yeah, you sung a prayer. We all did light language, but
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yeah. Hmm.
are
Hmm.
you ready? We can all take deep
Ah.
breaths, and somebody on here is going through it with their liver. They're going to be watching this. See, I can see like hours and hours and days ahead. It's it's quite simple, but it can be confusing, but you're not really confused, because spirit is telling you, oh, in some days somebody's going to be watching this. They're going to be having problems with their livers. We're going to clear that right now. We're going to clear that while Terri is praying. I'll bring up other things that I feel that other people are going to be coming through this electronical wavelength as they come. But right now it's just the liver. I can feel it, and that's a lot of anger, and it's a lot of HATE, and a lot of regret coming up. We're going to clear that. We're going to clear that. We're clearing that. You know.
Yeah.
Moving.
Oh, yeah. And we are so thankful and appreciative for this time to share, to expand, to grow, to digest beautiful and spiritual and powerful information. To utilize for the highest and best good of all and every situation that is presented unto us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We thank all the angels, the guides, the elementals that joined us this evening with their great dear humor. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Playtime. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I don't know why I'm seeing Daniel Cupid flying around here. Okay, it's about love. It's about love, love, this joyous love and play together. Oh, we are so thankful and grateful for this time. Ah.
The different modalities are being used now in the multiverse. Kuan Yin is sitting in back of me, and as Kuan Yin she's in she's this pink waterfall coming down, and she's leaning back, and she's like going, oh, I can hear her, boom, and I can see the white light just going straight up. But then there's this pink waterfall. It's coming down, and she's in a yellow robe, and her robe is like very geometric, very geometric. And she's she's moving things. Today, I was spinning out of my chakras the things that were messing with other people and clearing the area. As they were moving the dirt, they were moving the dirt. And I didn't question why I was standing at the gate, why they were moving the dirt on the 13th council. They were sitting there. And I was like, oh, I'm so thankful. The sun's shining straight in my eyes. I'm looking straight into the sun, and I'm talking to Father, Mother, Father God, and I'm saying, this is amazing. And they're like talking through me. My voice wasn't me. It wasn't my voice. It was like another voice. And then they were walking around in my body, and I felt this heaviness. Like I said, I felt like a cow. But when I go in the spirit, I go into this deep vortex of beautiful colors, just colors I've never seen here before. And work on different parts of my body because I'm still resistant to their vibration, but not consciously. See, unconsciously, I'm still fighting those catalysts that Le'Vell talks about, those catalysts. And I'm getting used to it. And I'm asking them, please let me be accepted to feel your vibration without the element of the body feeling sick or wanting to run or wanting to scream. Just let my body be able to deal with your vibration. And then I walk by and there's the tree. Not only has this other tree talked to me, and they all do anyway, but this tree had a being that was saying, we're for you, we're here, we got you. And was it like 7 months ago, they checked me so hard. I think I cried for 3 days. I kept waking up crying. Why do you keep trying to protect yourself, Pamela? Why do you keep trying to step in front of yourself? Don't you understand you're divinely protected? You don't got to keep telling people. You got to keep explaining to people. You don't got to keep saying, just breathe and be yourself without apologizing, explaining to anyone anything. We're here. You don't have to do that anymore. You passed that initiation. I hear them saying, does there have to be a question? Does there have to be a question? Are we wasting our time asking questions? Isn't it all explanatory? Have I not given you what you need? Yes, you have. Honor, thank you. I'm honored, thank you. I'm honored. Bill, I'm honored. Terri, I'm honored for this moment because you chose us to be us in this moment of the dream. And I'm thankful. The next journey shall be the next journey, and the next event shall be the next event. And all through it, I shall learn. And I will seek until you answer. But I will not ask questions. We'll trust you. We'll trust you. No more distractions. I see us covered in a white light right now. There's nothing here, just a darkness with a big giant white light. And as the white light is around us, we're moving into something new. We're moving into something we've never done before. A new territory, a new canvas for us to paint. This canvas is of our own lighting, and we can choose whatever we want to create. And as we receive it, it becomes alive and it manifests the heart desire. I can feel the heart beating all the way down through my spine. The fire is just, it doesn't hurt. It's beautiful. It's like love of a beautiful vibration, like someone's playing a harp.
Ladies, it's been a great honor and pleasure. It is 11 here on the East Coast, and definitely time to shut it down for the evening.
Yes, sir. Well, let's just say thank you so much for coming on, Le'Vell. We are honored to have you. I hope you are satisfied and well loved, and thank you for being in our presence.
It's been a great honor to be here. I really appreciate the invitation. A beautiful session. Anytime we get to share and express our gratitude for existence is always a good time.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Well, let us hear our song and we can close out as soon as. Into my hands, filling it with all that is good, all that is possible. I seem to have more is here, and more keeps coming. More is always waiting for me. Terri, so you're stopping. Waiting on you to